not just black, white, all families seem to have issues with, I won't necessarily call it greed, because I think really what happens is other emotions come up that necessarily don't even have anything to do with the land or whatever the asset is, because sometimes people are fighting over dishes or things like that, so it's not necessarily even anything of value. So there's other emotions that come into play. So I think that's all that I really want to share with you at this time, and again, I just thank you for your attention. And did anybody have any questions, or will we save the questions? Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dixon. We are saving questions until the end, but I would also like to mention to you that our authors do have their books here with them. If you think that you may want to buy them, and they'll be here afterwards so that you can ask questions then also. And our artists also have pictures here that you may be interested in. Paintings are a big part. Paintings that you may be interested in. Our next author is one of our own, Donald Fisher. I've known Dr. Fisher for quite a few years. He's been here. He's had us working with quality management, TQM, and a lot of other things that we've been able to work with in education, where we've been able to measure objectives and outcomes and things of this nature. So I would like to ask him to come forth and to discuss, talk to us about his publications, how he actually got into publishing, and why he really got into it. Dr. Fisher?
Thank you. I copied my book. I brought one, and I put it back here so you can see it inside. Oh, thank you. I kind of got into it. I got into this through the back door, basically. I wouldn't have thought when I was growing up that I would have ever authored anything, let alone several books. And my publications are all trade publications and kind of based around the consulting practice that we have. We're a center of emphasis, which is a division of our college here and the Memphis Regional Chamber. We're housed at the Chamber, so it's kind of unique to start with. But how I got into this whole thing is in the book business. I was 18 years old, and I was trying to work my way through college, and the only job I could get was selling Bibles. So I started to work with Southwestern Book Company out of Nashville. And they sent me to Charlotte, North Carolina, and to sell Bibles door to door. So I spent 4 months. I left. I changed colleges that year, going from a semester to a trimester college. So it gave me 4 months to work in the summer selling Bibles door to door. And I couldn't sell a Bible for about a month. But we had another book, a little children's Bible storybook. And the first sale I had was to Billy Graham's mother in Charlotte. And she bought a children's storybook. She said, my nephew lives down the street here in Charlotte, and why don't you sell him one of these? So I did. And so all summer long, I told everyone that I'd sold Billy Graham's mother this Bible storybook and his cousin. And so I ended up selling over 4,000 of those Bible storybooks and set the company record. I couldn't sell a Bible all summer, but I sold these storybooks, which was $7.95 at that point. And you had to go out and you got a deposit, and you went back at the end of the summer to deliver them. Well, it dawned on me at the end of the summer, I didn't have any way to deliver these books because I was walking, taking public transportation from door to door, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. So I did what every good person does. I thought I'm going to have to pray about this, and it was funny that as I was praying about this thing, how am I going to deliver all these books? I've got to get them because I owe these people the books. We got a deposit, and I've got to get them delivered, and I have an enormous amount. And I had called on this missionary physician, and I didn't even realize that he didn't realize that I was looking for transportation. And as I was praying, I heard a knock on the door from this house was renting, and there was this missionary doctor there, and he said, you'd been to my house about a week ago, and there was and we bought a Bible storybook from you, and we thought, well, I wonder how he's going to deliver all those books. And it hadn't dawned on me how I was going to do it either. He said, I have a station wagon that I'm going to loan you
to deliver those books if you will take my kids to school for the next 2 weeks. And I said it was like one of those deals that you think, well, a prayer is answered. And he was a very fine person. I never met this person. He's like he just appeared from nowhere. And so I said, well, selling books is a really good deal. You know, it's something that you can pray about and do it. I thought, well, I never had an idea that I'd ever write a book or be an author. So I got in the book business at a very early age to work my way through college, and I had good success with that. And then years later, when I got